Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Bado, bado, here we go, here we go, here we go. That's a good voice. Here we go, here we... I can't do it again, though. Oh, what a day today. Lots of just working. Just lots of work, and you worked all day today, too.
I did.
Yeah, but you have a job that you have to concentrate on. I was just all over the map all day today. My brain has just been wiggly whackety all around. Let's put these back here.
Like now?
Yeah, like now. I'm just trying to clean up because, well, here's what happened. I'm a few minutes late. Watch your feet, please. A few minutes late because I forgot to press. What did I forget to press? I forgot to press going live. So, there you go. Kurt Wyatt, how are you in your tropical paradise, my friend? Let's do this. Oh, today I was supposed to be I should have been on the, Rotary meeting. Oh, but I was driving wee beast to school, so I couldn't. Okay. Boo. Let's go. There we go. Miss Christie's here. Say hi, Miss Christie.
I gotta get rid of some cat hair first.
Yeah, because otherwise I'll be breathing it in. Oh, kitty, hey. Spencer! Spencer, have you grown? It looks like you've grown. You look taller than last time I saw you. That's what it was. You miss me? Of course you miss me. What's the meaning without me, besides productive? Because I just keep talking. Blah 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 blah. And they're like, but I just I did blah 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 blah. Look at the cat. The cat's just like, So we should read a couple books. Let's read. Maybe I'll read this one. This is one that we haven't. Maybe I'll read that. I'll decide that in a minute. But let's read Alexander, who is not, and do you hear me? I mean it, going to move. There, we'll read that. This is Alexander from the Alexander on the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Let's read this. That's what I'm going to do. This is by Judith Viorst. Yeah. Viorst. And it's illustrated by Robin Priest-Glasser. And it's by Aladdin Books. And this was written in 1995. There we go. They can't make me pack my baseball mitt or my I Love Dinosaur sweatshirt or my cowboy boots. They can't make me pack my ice skates, my jeans with 8 zippers, my compass, my radio, or my stuffed pig. Dad is packing. Mom is packing. Brothers Nick and Anthony are packing, but I'm not packing. I am not going to move. I don't think I've ever had jeans with more than 1 zipper on them.
This is how I feel about moving.
Oh, of course. Definitely. Oh, it's awesome. Hey, Daryl, how are you? And Joanna's here too. My dad says we have to move to where his new job is. That job is 1,000 miles away, and Mama says that we're going to move to where our new house is. That house is 1,000 miles away as well. Right next to the new house, there's a boy who is Anthony's age. Down the street, there's a boy the same age as Nick. There's no one next door or down the street for 1,000 miles who is my age. He looks very upset.
Nobody in 1,000 miles who's that boy, who's Alexander's age?
That's exactly right.
I don't
you
know
don't
about that.
know.
I don't know about that.
I am not, and do you hear me? I mean it. Not going to move. I think he's exaggerating too, but he's just upset.
Yeah. I exaggerate a little bit when I'm upset too.
Yeah, like you're like, Taz, you always talk. And then I said, I don't always talk. It's not always me that's talking. Sometimes I'm quiet and I'm really trying to be quiet. And then I'm really quiet and then you have quiet time when I'm talking. And I don't always talk about things. And I don't talk about silly things either. And sometimes you say I talk about silly things, but I don't talk about silly things hardly ever. And there's times where I don't talk. I'm sleeping or I'm drinking water or something like that because I haven't learned how to drink water and talk at the same time. And when I'm sleeping, sometimes I still talk. But it doesn't really matter. So I'm not always talking. Oh, you're always talking. Blah, 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 blah. No puppies. made Miss Christie laugh. That means I get a puppy.
No.
I'll never have a best friend like Paul again. I'll never have a great sitter like Rachel again. I'll never have a soccer team or my carpool again. I'll never have kids who know me except for my brothers. And sometimes they won't even want to know me. I'm not packing. I'm not going to move. Nick says I'm a fool and I should get a brain transplant. And Anthony says I'm being immature. Mom and Dad say that after a while I'll get used to living 1,000 miles from everything. Never, not ever, no way, N-O. He's pretty sure that he's going to... Maybe. Maybe I could live with the Baldwins. They've got a dog.
Okay, you can go
I'll
live
go
with
live with
them.
the Baldwins. I like Alec Baldwin. I've always wanted a dog. Miss Christie. Always wanted a dog. I maybe could stay there and live with the Rooneys. They've got 6 girls. They've always wanted one boy. Oh, nah, you don't want to live with 6 girls, I don't think. I don't even want to live with Miss Christie. I do. That was just a joke.
Don't worry, buddy. Your bags are packed already.
No, they're not packed already. You're mistaken. My bags are your bags.
You never unpacked.
I don't ever unpack. I just stay where I'm going to stay. Maybe I could stay here and live with Mr. and Mrs. Haberdorfer. They always give great treats at Halloween. Well, they do, probably. Mr. Christie just gives cheese with bites out of it. That would be really weird, eh? Happy Halloween! Hey, Marty, how are you? I know, Joanne, I forgot today was Wednesday, and I forgot about the meeting, and then I had to take Kyler to school. I was just telling Curtis that. I maybe could stay here and live by myself in maybe my tree house, or maybe a tent, or maybe a cave. They obviously don't live in the winter. They live in a treehouse or a cave or a tent. Nick says I should go live at the zoo with other animals, and Anthony says I'm being immature. And my dad says I should take a last look at all my special places. I'm taking a look, but it won't be my last. I looked at the Rooney's roof, which I once climbed on, but then I couldn't climb back in until the fire department came and got me. I looked at the Peterson's drugstore, where they once had said my mom had to pay them $80 when I threw a ball in the air and almost caught it. I remember having to move. I was 12 when we moved from Saskatoon, where I was living with my parents, obviously. And then we moved to Edmonton for a little bit, and I was so angry. And then a year later, my dad took a job back in Saskatoon, so we had to move all the way back. And it was I had just made some great friends. But the best part of it was that I could start over. I got to start over. So it was pretty cool. I'm not going to start the book over, don't worry. I looked at the lot next to Mr. Albert's house, where I once and for all learned to tell which one was poison ivy. I looked at my school, where Miss Snoop, the teacher, once spilled a goldfish bowl. I spilled it on her, and she said she'd miss me. I doubt very much any of the teachers missed me.
You've
I've heard some from my teachers that said that was pretty awesome. I remember the one teacher telling me, "You were my favorite student ever," and I said, "You should tell your face, because you looked very angry at me all the time." I looked at my special places. There were lots of different things happen where I just, not just different but bad, but different good. And I like winning the sack race, finding the flashlight, and then spitting farther than Jack 3 times in a row. Well, I wonder if they're all the same place. Moving's hard. It feels like you're never going to make any more friends and things like that. Like selling so much lemonade that my dad said I'd probably have to pay taxes. And my dad was making jokes about paying taxes. I wish he would just making jokes about having to move, but I am not. Do you hear me? I mean it. Going to move. Nick says I'm acting like a puke face, and Anthony says I'm acting immature. My mom says I should say goodbye to all my special people. I'm saying goodbye, but it won't be my last. I say goodbye to my friends, except for Paul, who's almost like having another brother, except for he doesn't say puke face or immature. I said goodbye to my neighbors, especially Swoozy, who is almost like having a dog, except for she's the Baldwin's dog instead of mine. Baldwin's got a dog. We're going to get a dog.
No.
I said goodbye to Rachel, who taught me to stand on my head and whistle with 2 fingers, but she says don't try to do both at the same time, of course. And I say goodbye to Seymour, the cleaners, who, even if it's gum, wrappers, or an old tooth, he always saves me the stuff I leave in my pockets. I said a lot of goodbyes to a lot of people. I got lots of hugs and kisses, even hugs and kisses for the last person in the whole... Enough hugs and kisses to last a person a whole life. I say goodbyes, except for I'm staying here, and I'm not going to move. I just saw something funny here. He's using a soap with, like, X's on it like it's poison. Use the poison soap. Use that. My face came off. Yeah, well, you're scrubbing too hard. When the movers came to put my bedroom furniture on their truck, maybe I'll barricade my room door. And then when my dad wants to tie my bicycle to the roof rack on the top of the station wagon, maybe I'll lock up my bike and bury the key. When my mom says, finish packing up, it's going to be time to get going, maybe she'll look around and she won't see me. I know places to hide. They'll never find me. Like behind the racks of the clothes at Seymour's Cleaners, or underneath the piano in Eddie's basement, inside the pickle barrel at Friendly's Market, or maybe I could hide in the weeds on the lot next to Albert's house. Now, I don't know which. Now that I know which one's poison ivy, of course, I'd rather have poison ivy than move. I wouldn't. Nope. He's in the pickle barrel. He's in the pickle barrel. That's a dilly of a hiding spot, isn't it?
That one was pretty good, Tazzy.
Thank you.
I'll let that one slide.
I used my brine.
Yeah, it's brined all right.
It's a little bit brined. Oh. My Des, it says it might take a whole while, but I'll find a new soccer team, and it might take a while, but I'll find new boys my age. He also says that sometimes when a person moves away, his father might need him to get a dog to be friends with till he makes some friends. I think the Swoozy 2 would be a good name. We just moved.
You're also not allowed to interact with anyone, so
That's
you can't
by
make
law.
any new friends.
That's by law. Jimmy, my buddy Jimmy's right there, and Justin is right there, and Simon Cotter's there. They're my friends, probably.
Yeah, but they're already your friends.
Yeah. So what are you saying?
So
You're not making any sense. We need a dog so we don't have to pay taxes. My mom said that it would take a while, but maybe I'd find a great sitter. And she says it might take a while, but I'll find a cleaners who even saves gum wrappers and old teeth. She says that sometimes when a person moves away, his mother might let him call his best friend long distance. I already know the telephone number by heart.
This book was written prior to
when long distance was expensive.
Well, and when things like Facebook weren't
Oh
available.
yeah, no, this is
FaceTime.
Yeah, FaceTime or anything like that. This book is written in 1995. You would have been 60 years old then.
The internet, you still had to like crank it up.
The internet went.
Bong bong bong.
If you don't know, that's a bang on impression of the internet back in it. And then you'd be downloading a picture of your friend, and then your sister would pick up the phone. Hello, get off the phone. Start over. Paul gave me a baseball cap. Rachel gave me a backpack that glows in the dark. Mr. and Mr. Oberdorfer, Duberdorfer, Barfinarfers. What's it say there? Oberdorfer. Our neighbors gave us treats to eat for 1,000 miles, and Nick says if I'm lonesome in my new room, all by myself, he might let me sleep with him for a while. Anthony says Nick is being immature. Barfy Farter, I think their last name was. Mr. and Mrs. Barfy Farter. My dad is packing, my mom is packing, my brothers Nick and Anthony are packing. I don't like it. But I'm packing too. They better not try to move anymore when we get where we're going.
Moving is easier when you want to go where you're going.
Yeah, for sure. Because this is the last time I'll do it. The next time, they won't make me do it. No, not ever, no way, N-O. I am not, do you hear me, not going to move again. There you go. Yeah, it's hard to move, right? It's not... you have to pack up all your stuff, and then you got to move, and you have to make new friends. But you know what? I was getting in trouble at the other school a lot. So when I moved, it was pretty good. And I didn't make friends at the beginning. And I was because I'm kind of a weird kid, and I got, I was always fighting and things like that because people were picking on me about my weight. But I ended up having really good friends, and some of them I still talk to this day when I moved. And then we moved back, and it was just different.
A year is a long time for a kid.
A year is a long time, and then not long enough, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know we were only moving for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. Hey, there, reading. I'm not leaving. Okay. Hey. There we go. Which book? Here, I'll read this book now, too. The Kid with Too Many Nightmares. That's really... Oh, you know who... Oh, I didn't realize this. Written and illustrated by Harland Williams. Harland Williams is a comedian. I've worked with him a few times, Harland. Kid with Too Many Nightmares. By Harland Williams. It's by Grosset and Dunlop. And written and illustrated by Harland Williams. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. This book is from 2006. So here we go. Now to read the book by Harland Williams. There we go. It's the middle of the night. A full moon in the sky. Everybody's snoozing except one little guy. Curled up beneath the covers, he should be counting sheep, but his eyes are wide open. It's hard to fall asleep. He does Puppy Dog Pals too. Oh, is that Harland Williams does Puppy Dog Pals? I don't know what Puppy Dog Pals is. We're gonna have to look that up. Sabrina, what's that mean? Because just around this time, at every single night, his nightmares come to life and give him such a fright. They come in through the windows, the ceiling, and the floor. They hide under the bed and creep beneath the door. Oh, cool. I'm going to have to check out Puppy Dog Pals. I'm going to have to check it out. Some of them are hairy. Some of them are fat. Some have fangs or whiskers, kind of like a cat. But tonight, the kid is ready. He knows just what to do. He'll finally trap his nightmares using his lasso. Oh. I'm tired of you guys spoiling all my dreams and scaring me so badly. I wake up to my own screams. Tomorrow it's my turn. I'll show you who's the man. You're not coming in my world. Now try sleeping if you can. Disney Junior TV show about two pug puppy brothers and their adventures to help their person Bob. Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out. That's what I'll have to do. I thought it was a book. But Harland's he's an odd cat. I quite like him. Mm-hmm. He's just. So the kid sleeps like a baby while the nightmares cannot move. Then he pops up in the morning and jumps into his shoes. First, I need breakfast, he says, pulling them downstairs. If you stop the freaky faces, there's a chance that I might share. He voices, Bob wrote and created the show. It's super cute. And puppies. Puppies. So I read there, Sabrina said, you should get me a puppy, is what it said right there. That's what she said. She said, look, no. Bob create it's Super Christy and buy him puppies. No, that's what I read.
I can read what's on the screen.
You don't read the same read that I read. You didn't read the same read that I read.
Well,
I'm going to ask Spencer. Spencer, can I have a puppy? Oh, wait. Sabrina will
I
tell
don't
me.
think Spencer gets to vote.
Yep, he does get to vote. Spencer's the awesomest.
He might be really awesome.
Excuse me, I'm trying to read a book. So they... So they eat like no tomorrow. Eggs, toast, and ham. They eat the chairs, the table, and 30 jars of jam. One puts a cauliflower in his eyes and whipped cream on his nose, cheese whiz in his belly button, and pickles on his toes. Oh, that's kind of how we eat.
Speak for yourself, Bub. That explains a lot of the mess.
Explains why the pickles, you don't want to eat the pickles. You're like, is that cat fur? Pickles on his toes. He's got cauliflower in his eyes. Spencer says I probably is going to say I can have a puppy. And then before you know it, they're skipping down the street, stopping to take pictures with the people that they meet. The people are delighted. It's a sight they've never seen. There haven't been such crazy creatures since last Halloween.
Does that one monster have... Yeah, it has its mouth above its eyes.
Above its eyes? Yep.
It's got a forehead mouth.
He's got a forehead mouth. His head is so big it's a 5-head, actually. Next, they hit the fairground, where everything was tried. The Ferris wheel, the roller coaster, and every other ride. The nightmares were all loving the wind blowing through their hair, all except the one guy up front who throws up a kitchen chair.
Barf.
Well, Spencer nodded yes and woof woofed. Love you, Spencer.
I was gonna say, if you have to clean up Barf, at least if it's just a chair. It's not
exactly
so hard.
right. Yeah, exactly. They run around the golden field chasing flying bugs. They jumped on the big white clouds just to give them hugs, but the clouds were slightly startled and feel a little dumb. They never met a nightmare, so they zap one in the bum. Zap one right in the bum. Bzz. I like this book. This book will be in our keep book. Woof, woof, woof. Next, they run down to the ocean and get roasted in the heat. They make wigs out of octopuses and wear clamshells on their feet. Some of them go surfing or diving in the reef. Some go parasailing or catch frisbees with their teeth. Sounds like us eating again. They bounce around on pogo sticks and howl like baboons. They roll around in a pit of mud and sing some 80s tunes. Some of them do can't touch this, can't touch this, yeah, for sure.
You sure?
No.
Girls just want to have fun. Definitely 80s.
Yeah, you get it.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
I wear
Definitely
my
80s.
sunglasses at Flashdance. That's got to be 80s.
I think so.
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters, yes,
Ghostbusters
that's
going to be
definitely
80s. Come from downland, down under.
Yeah,
That's 80s.
definitely 80s.
There's more. They bound in the 80s tunes. Some of them do cartwheels and some of them do flips. Some of them are hula dancing, wiggling their hips. No, Can't Touch This would be 90s for sure.
It's
definitely
probably
90s. No,
close
'cause I
to the
remember
cusp
going to.
anyways.
I remember going to the in 1989, I think it was, going to the Arsenio Hall show, and one of the ones we went for the taping for, I think MC Hammer was there.
Yeah.
They play until the sun sets, and they follow stars back home, where Father waits on the porch with a cordless phone. Where have you? Where were you? He sternly asks. It's 25 to 10. I spent the day out playing with my brand new friends. But now the kid turns round. The street is dark and bare. Off to bed, you silly boy. I see that no one's there. Oh, they're all hiding.
Can you see where they're hiding?
Yeah.
Does it show?
Yeah, right there. He's
Oh,
hiding
yeah.
there. The one's already in his room.
Peeking out of
And
things.
they're behind the trees there. So the kid throws on his PJs and rests his tired head. The nightmares crash out on the floor, all around his bed. What a day we had today. I'll never had such fun. You guys aren't scary once you get out in the sun. Then he shuts his eyes and dreams of happy things. There's no more need to be afraid of what nighttime brings. But isn't there a saying that starts with "Hey, sleep tight"? And that's a little creepy that it ends, "Don't let the bed bugs bite." The bed bugs. Maybe he's gonna. Don't be. Excuse me, I'm trying to show a picture. Stop checking where my neck should be. Okay. Okay, when you're sleeping, I'm just gonna walk up and go, "Spider." There you go. Oh. Well, Harland Williams, you wrote a great book there, buddy. I'm gonna have to give him a little email and say I read his book. That's awesome. Well, there you go. Don't be afraid of your nightmares if you make them your friends. That's how I married Miss Christie. Oh, I'm so glad she laughed at that. I'm terrified to ask for a puppy right now because she'd be like, "No puppies." Anyways, yeah. So we read. What did we learn from these books? Well, we learned that if the little fella that was afraid of the nightmares, he just went, "Okay, I'll tell you what. If you're gonna make me scared every night, you should be careful." And then he became friends with what was scaring him. And Alexander he wasn't mad about moving away as much as I think he might have been scared. And then he said, "Okay, well, you know what? I'll give it a try." That's
scared and sad.
Scared and sad, but I mean, scared because, like you said, there's not another kid for 1,000 miles, right? That sort of stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. There you go. There you go. The 2 books I read today. You're so lucky she laughed at that. Yeah, Marty's a ninja too, so he knows. I dare you to say that to Michelle, because she's a ninja as well. Jen Dillon, how are you? Good to see you here. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. That's the end of the reading for the night. May I have a puppy? Hang on. No. So...
No, puppy.
You gotta do like this from the bottom.
That makes my throat scratchy.
No puppies.
It doesn't like that at all.
No?
No.
That's how I hear the voice sometimes. I hear it like that.
We might need to clean your ears.
Maybe. They got a lot of hair in them. From the cat. No puppies, no puppies. You've had enough chips. I make him drink come out of your nose. I made drink come out of Miss Christie's nose. She's like a sprinkler. She's like... Well, I've got to go wash some clothes now. Oh my goodness. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I will be back tomorrow. I think there's a night this night that I'm not going to be... Saturday I won't be reading, and Monday I won't be reading, because I actually have virtual shows to go to do. What? I'm serious. I do. So have yourself a really good night. Remember that no matter what life brings, as scary as it can be, make sure you reach out and I'll just start fixing stuff on here. Don't worry. Watch Miss Christie. She'll use their thoughts. Can I have a puppy? No puppy. Yes, Joanne, I will be around tomorrow. If I'm not going to be around tomorrow, I will put your mask. Marty, you're asking about grabbing your mask too. If anybody out there ordered masks, they are here. They're in a little... They're in little bags and are ready to go. I will put them in the mailbox if you send me a message and just ask me to do that, please and thank you. I have just been crazy. Shot a video yesterday, so we talked about that yesterday. Anyway, what I was going to say something. Oh, no matter what you're feeling, I know because sometimes it gets scarier and things like that. But please, even though you're upset with the person that might be making you upset, try always to be kind. I saw today. I was at the post office today, and the guy behind me was like, because I had a few packages, only 6 packages, but one of them was 40 pounds, and it was a great big package, right? And he's like, and he says, well, today of all days. And I turned to him, I said, are you in a rush? Because I couldn't let you go forward. He goes, no, it's just taking forever. I said, well, yesterday, how many packages did I have the other day? Like 17 packages or something. So, and he just looked at me and I smiled. I said, hey, you can go next if you want. Because he was saying things under his breath like, oh, this is, and it was being kind of rude. But, and part of me wanted to be rude back. And just go, listen, I was here first. Blah, 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 blah. And then take a long time, go, here's my next package. But that would have been rude. And I turned to him and I said, oh, do you need to go now? And I said to the girl, I'm like, do you want, can we just stop and let this guy go? And he's like, oh, no, it's okay. I'm always in a rush. And I go, where can we can't go anywhere. And he just kind of laughed. He goes, yeah. He laughed. And I could tell with his eyes he was laughing because we had the mask on. It's hard to see, like, if just like that, right? Like that. Do that. Okay, you're doing it? Cool. Now, Miss Christie, can I have a puppy?
No.
I could tell with her eyes she said maybe. So, we can be anything in this world that we choose to be. Why not choose to be kind? And sometimes we have to choose to be kind because sometimes our brain goes, could be just as grumpy as they are. And that doesn't help very much, does it? Nope. So ABK. Always be kind, always be kind. I promise myself to try to always be kind. And if you're not able to be kind, or if you make a mistake, don't worry, don't lament about it too much. Just say, I'm sorry, and try harder next time, because in all that you say and all that you do, you never have to be perfect. You've just got to be you. So you go be you, and I will be me, and Miss Christie will be Miss Christie, and I will sing my song, and then we're going to have falafels. Falafels. It's a food that doesn't sound like it's going to be very good, right? Oh, falafel. But it's full yummy for sure. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. May your dreams be so silly till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. I hope you wake up happy, healthy, rested, and full of love. Lots of love from Miss Christy and I. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Puppy, 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 puppy.
No.
She said maybe.